campaign at the time. J.D. Gordon, at least 5 members of the Trump campaign that we know of, that were talking with the Russian ambassador, and it includes now Jeff Sessions, who at the time was a surrogate for the campaign and who's now Attorney General, but who's now recused himself. In your view, what does all of this mean?
Well, you know, all of this goes back to the fundamental question which has not been answered, which there appears to be a lot of dissimulation going on in order not to answer this question. Why? Why were these people in communication with Moscow or the representatives of Moscow at all? And it can only come down to one of two things, because they're clearly not just innocent, right? I mean, these were not part of their everyday duties. They seem to have a vested interest in a line of communication with Moscow. And in my world, that only comes down to one of two things: money or espionage. And let's take espionage off the table right now. We know that there's a lot of money here. They believe that Moscow is this giant font of cash. But if I could just touch for a moment, Joy, on the question of the wiretapping. I've been involved in a lot of very advanced collection operations in my world. I have no idea what Donald Trump is talking about with wiretapping. We do not even do that the way he probably thinks from The Sopranos, where we're actually running a wire and putting bugs into his office. This is very dangerous, because the people who would be tasked in justice, if there are any questions coming from the White House starting today, or any time in the foreseeable future, in how they actually do collections, it means that they're preparing for a cover-up, because they want to know how they're actually getting this information. This is what happens when a target starts getting buggy, because he knows that he's caught.
And David Corn